What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a very spicy meme-filled duel for you guys to check out. Well, I guess I can't say that it's meme-filled, but it definitely is one that has a meme-worthy ending. And anytime you're playing against someone who is using Performapal Smile Sorcerer, you know it's gonna be, there are gonna be some shenanigans in this duel because seriously, who would even be caught dead with this card in their deck other than Yuya or some hardcore Performapal fans? Anyways, we got Dark Magician at the top, and we have the Performapals at the bottom, but I think he plays some Pendulum Magicians in here as well. I don't think the Dark Magician player is going to play all that well in this duel, so we gotta, maybe take this with a grain of salt. Anyways, Pendulums are up first, and would you look at that? We have an in phase. He doesn't do anything, not even gonna set the Super Polymerization or the Time Pendulum Graph. That is incredibly brazen. You're just saying, bro, you're not gonna OTK me, so do your worst. I'll break your board in my following turn. Dark Magician player has Circle, and he gets lucky and gets Eternal Soul. I mean, honestly, yeah, he doesn't have Rod, but he pretty much got his core combo off the break for one card. I think you have to be you have to be kind of excited about that. In addition, he has his Arcana Dark Magician, which not only can he use with, he could summon it with Eternal Soul, banish a card with Circle, and then he could also technically tribute that and get more Dark Magicians with the Illusion Magic later if he wanted to. So he kind of has everything set up, even has Aya Tamayas for the, the Dark Magician Dragon Knight. But we'll see where this is going to go. He is going to activate this really interesting card, Performapal Recasting, which lets him shuffle some of those Performapal monsters in his deck to try to draw some new cards and fix his hand so that he can actually start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually think that I think now is when you gotta probably try to disrupt your opponent with Eternal Soul. Just try to get this monster off the board. I know against Pendulums, it can be difficult to discern when you need to stop them because they always have the Pendulums, they have the Pendulum Summon up their sleeve. But unfortunately, he's going to hit him with this Metaphys Horus, and this is going to really cause a lot of concerns or problems for the Dark Magician player because he's targeting the Circle. And what this means is, even if he summons a Dark Magician and tries to trigger Circle, Circle won't trigger or really resolve into another chain. So he can basically just negate it, and the negation of Horus, a lot of people don't realize this, it's permanent. So against a deck like Dark Magician that needs to resolve Circle or Eternal Soul every single turn to gather or to continue advantage, that's kind of crippling, honestly. Like, that is huge. So anyways, we'll see if he's going to Pendulum Summon. Alright, he's going to summon my boy Zark, and then he's going to go for Nirvana High Paladin, and he will get himself that Performapal Recasting right back. So, well, okay, that's pretty good. Also, you'll notice he just cut his opponent's life points in half. But, the Pendulum or the Dark Magician deck is still in here. He still at least has Eternal Soul, even if he doesn't have Circle. And then he has Blue Boy to get Spellbook of Knowledge, so he can get some stuff. But with the dead copy of Circle, you kind of have to get to another one, unfortunately. That's kind of just how it is. Or you have to, get Rod, which will search another one. So he's going to go for the Dark Magicians. He will draw some cards, draws another one off the Dark Magicians, and he is able to get to that Circle. The problem is, I don't think the Circle is too long for this world. I think it's going to end up getting popped. He's going to activate Eternal Soul, but Time Pendulum Graph will take out the Circle. So yeah, this kind of shows you the uphill battle of Dark Magicians. Even when you have Eternal Soul, which continually gives you a Dark Magician every turn, if you don't have that extra little punching power, if you don't have that banishing every turn, you're not getting rid of your opponent's cards, and you're not really doing anything. He's going to cut his opponent's life in half twice. I like how he's only landed 2 attacks, and his opponent's already about 1,500 life points. So that effect's coming in hot from Nirvana High Paladin. Anyways, he is going to go for the Dark Magic attack. And he is going to tribute some of his monsters off field. I think he wanted to get his monsters off field before he was going to just lose them to Eternal Soul blowing up his field. I don't even know why he activated Magician of Dark Illusion, because this card is just going to, it's going to summon a Dark Magician back, and then they're just going to both die. So, what's even the point? You see them both end up dying, so I didn't really think that served a purpose. But it's okay. He's got the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. No, not this guy. This guy. He's going to summon his Quintet Magician. And this is a card that I thought, all right, GG no re. He finally got some offense going, blows up the Nirvana High Paladin. 4,500 attack, ultimate monster. I think this is where he's going to win. Watch how he's going to take this thing down. This is going to be so trolled that it was actually quite brilliant. So he is going to, of course, need the pendulum summon. Pendulums always have to do that, and then I believe he is going to go for maybe he's going to go for a synchro summon of Enlightenment Paladin. Not quite the Nirvana High Paladin, but I mean, they're both cover cards of core booster sets, and Yuya used them both, so you know, it is what it is. He's going to get Super Poly. Would you believe he's not actually going to use it? This is the troll part. So what he's going to do to take this guy down, and he's going to use the Nirvana High Paladin Pendulum effect, which means anytime your Pendulum monster is attacking an opponent's monster, you can cut that monster's attack in half, and he's actually going to cut it down multiple times because it's not a hard once per turn. And then the cherry on top, once it's down to 1600 attack, he's going to attack over it using the Enlightenment Paladin. Now the crazy thing about this is you don't just get battle damage, you get to burn your opponent for their original attack. So even though this guy only has 1600 attack, you get to burn your opponent for 4500. I like that. Nice little setup there between two cover cards, actually using a super obscure effect to you know, basically seal the victory. The Dark Magician player, again, I don't think he played that well. I think he had multiple opportunities to disrupt his opponent. Plus, it's hard for me to say if you're playing Dark Magician that you played well if you never resolve Circle's banishing effect. In a 7-turn duel, that seems almost inconceivable, and yet that's exactly what we just saw. And this is what the deck looks like on paper. I'm probably not going to put this one in the description below because I'm not sure how many people are actually going to download the deck, but you know, I'll scroll through the cards so you guys can see them and see all the ratios and stuff like that. It was always really interesting because this deck is all pendulums except the Performapal second Donkey. I always thought it was weird that this card was not a pendulum monster because it is a Performapal monster in name, and it works basically when it's pendulum summon. Like, it only works when it's special. Well, no, it works when it's normal summon, but you know, it's a card that you don't really see people use their normal summon. At least when it was played, I didn't, because they would always summon Joker, I guess, as their normal summon. He's maxing out on 3 copies of Performapal recasting, so you know this is a serious Performapal deck because you also got 3 copies of Smile Sorcerer, you got Smile World, you got Smile Action. Just we're doing all types of smiles in this deck. I thought maybe we might even see a Smile Universe in here, but he's got Soul Pendulum and Wavering Eyes, even Pendulum Area, which, I mean, this doesn't even look like a real card. It actually looks like what are those? It looks like an action card from Art V. But yeah, this is pretty much as Yuya as it can possibly get. Like, if Yuya had a real life deck and he was trying to play it competitively, maybe this would be the deck, or I don't know, maybe he'd play like a Trift deck or something like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.